It's Thursday, April 23rd, 2026, and there's a lot of storms that we have to talk about that are coming in. Even now, we have an enhanced risk for one of these storms, so let's get straight into the video. Oh, guys, sorry. Let's go to category. Alright. So now we got an enhanced risk added today, so that's gonna be pretty scary. Oh, why it just moved out of my thing. So as we do see, we have now enhanced risk down here in Kansas, a little bit there in Oklahoma, but what this is showing is gonna be a big day again, like we had last Friday. But I mean, this is gonna be pretty crazy. Oop. But yeah, but we can see. Let's talk about the small margin general risks. Sorry. So we can see over here, oop, this is just the wet snow that this is producing. So the wet snow is gonna happen, but also, and then there's small right here because there's a blizzard warning in the USA. Yeah, it's the middle of April. Like, what the hell? And then over here, you're just gonna see storms out of those little general risks. But once we get into our more severe, this is all a big storm with probably big rotating supercells. But yeah, this enhanced risk is gonna be pretty scary with producing PDS tornadoes, possible emergency tornado. The Storm Prediction Center is saying 3 PDS tornadoes and 0 emergency tomorrow, but who knows what's gonna happen? They're not always right. No offense, but it's true. So let's go to tomorrow. Tomorrow, the storm shifts a lot. Actually, here, one more thing I have to talk about. So I just want to see where my area is in this. Okay, I'm in the general risk. I'm in the stupid general risk. But this yellow is pretty severe, and this red. Today I'm just gonna talk about what the storms are gonna happen because I actually don't have that time. I have that much time. Like I said yesterday, I had to wake up 6 in the morning for that race. So yeah, then I have to get to school in like 20 minutes. I already ate breakfast there, so yeah. All right, let's go to tomorrow because tomorrow goes to a slight risk. Storm Prediction Center is saying that we might have to upgrade it to a enhanced risk again. So who knows? But over here, it's just gonna be storms and stuff. It's just like the storms that are coming from California, but also new storms that are starting from here. We can see there's little flood alerts over there. So that's one of the things. But yeah, but all this general risk is you're just gonna see storms. These storms are all gonna make its way into here by the night, by like 11, 12 in the morning. So yeah. But over here, it's gonna have its own storm, but also it's gonna have the storms that are gonna travel from down over here over there. So you might be in one street over here, same as you, because you're gonna get a lot of storms. So yeah, let's go to day 3. So now we go back to enhanced risk, and most of our map is covered by a lot of this risks. So we got an enhanced risk right here going into Kansas again, in Oklahoma. So the supercell's liking this spot to produce its storms. So we're gonna see what happens with this, but I don't know what's gonna happen with this. This might be their most severe day. This is more severe because it's getting surrounded by a lot of storms, which that means all the storms. But what's also scary is there's all these storms coming in from the green, okay? But also its own supercells are gonna come all around this only in the enhanced risk in that small area. Oh, okay. Hold up. So stupid, it glitches all the time. Sorry. But yeah, that's one of the things that is up with this. But it's not this. This is not gonna be too safe of a storm. Yeah. Let's go to the probabilistic. So now we get to a 30% any severe risk. Oh no, that's take 3. Okay. Now we stay at a 30% right over here. This is gonna be also a bad storm because it doesn't jump from a 5%. It already goes to a 15% any severe risk. So that's something to keep in mind for. Then the day 5, the storm shifts from over here and shifts all the way over there. So yeah. Day 6 is the last. Oh no, I forgot. I just want to see if there's any new storms starting. Okay. But then we have a break. But there's gonna be new stuff, of course. Alright, now let's talk about what this storm's gonna produce out of this with excessive rainfall. So the excessive rainfall out of this, okay? You're gonna see a lot of jam-packed rain. It's a marginal risk, but all the rain that's coming from here and the wet snow storms that are traveling from over here. I can believe there's a blizzard in Montana. But back to topic. But then it's just you're gonna see heavy rain today. I mean, it's normal. It's normal, guys. It's normal. But then the storm shifts all the way down here because that's when all the storms start and when they shift over here. And then day 3 is going to cover up a lot of the USA. Oh. Well, it was like that. I checked it like 5 in the morning, but I guess they shrinked it a lot. It literally was going like all the way up here. I guess they shrinked it. But we can see on the satellite model, okay, there's a lot of rain coming in, okay? A lot of rain. This is live. This is what's going to happen by the time. We can see all that rain shifting in there. So that's already a sign of excessive rainfall. But that is 3 days away, so they don't have good satellite signal for that. But yeah, but I think this is what I was talking about. I think I mixed it up. Yeah, I mixed it up. I definitely mixed it up. Yep. Alright, but now let's go to day 4, because day 4, the excessive rainfall threat is not too good. We can see a lot of storms coming in there. And they're going to come in, swept away with a lot of rain, but that's also the storm's traveling. And yeah, that shifts all the way over here, because this is when the storm moves over. And yeah, we're probably going to have an enhanced risk for the next couple of days of these storms. Let's talk about the fire risk today. You know, it's bad. Just watch out for the high wind gusts, because it's pretty critical. Day 2, it's less because storms are going to pass by and more storms are going to come that day. So yeah, I'm going to run through all of this. And then we got a little bit of a snowstorm for us. We got a snowstorm. We can look at this at radar if we need. We can look at radar for this. Oh, it's turned off. But we can see there's a lot of snow coming in there. They put a blizzard warning, which is pretty crazy. It would be normal if it was over here, like it is. Oh my god, they keep getting covered by blizzard warnings. They have a massive amount of gale. There's something happening here with the high winds. But I don't know what's happening. Alright. That's pretty much all I have for you guys today. I tried to make this video short. I have to go to school. Because I'm leaving early, so I need. But yeah, let's just talk about the nice weather. Enjoy the perfect days. If you're not in these storms, I guess. Alright. Well, now let's talk about, okay, one more thing, I promise. Where is it? Oh. Now we got cyclone formation. But the waves are going to be jumping pretty high lately because there's a typhoon form over here on the other side of this island, which is probably going to cross through the island of here and eventually hit here. So this is going to be a little bit of a weird typhoon because it's not in the USA, but we're also calling it typhoon because it's in the western. But it's not in the Indian Ocean anymore, so yeah, but get ready for that. And then here's the South Atlantic Ocean. Also, for anyone wanting to know if the Pacific Ocean and the Atlantic Ocean touch, yes, they do over here. Okay, so this is the Indian Ocean. Never mind. Or actually, it could. No, we don't go that high though. Okay, that's everything I have for you guys today. Stay safe, get ready. I'll be covering this later, probably around 3:35 or 4:45 Eastern time. See you guys then. Peace.